What's going on, guys? This is Techno Lads here, and today I'm doing a video at the Hilton Edinburgh Airport. Now, I'm talking about the March 2019 Apple event here with some information that I think is guaranteed to be at the Apple event. Right, first things first, the budget iPads, the iPad Mini 5 and the iPad 7th generation. Now, I think they're going to have an A11 Bionic CPU, 3GB of random access memory, and 64GB of internal storage for the base models anyway. I think the iPad Mini 5 is going to have a slightly lower quality screen, but you know what? I think a slightly lower quality screen, you won't really notice the difference with, my personal opinion. I think it will be just basically the same quality, but, well, Apple knows it's slightly low quality, but the actual consumer won't notice. I think I'm looking more forward to the iPad 7th generation. That's probably because it's got a slightly bigger screen, and I like big screens, but I don't really care. It's going to have a 10 to 10.3 inch screen, and it's going to have exactly the same specs as the iPad Mini 5. A11 Bionic, 3 gigs of RAM, and 64 gigs of storage. Now, the prices are going to be, for the iPad Mini 5, it's going to be £279 or $299 in my opinion. Or for the iPad 7th generation, it's going to be £319 or $329. The usual pricing, obviously. Now, next piece of information. Air power. It's got the power to power air. It's going to be slightly thicker than we originally expected, since Apple was having overheating issues before, but it's still going to be pretty affordable, more affordable than buying 40 Qi wireless chargers. So I'm thinking it's going to be £149 or $179 American dollars. It's going to have 40 Qi chargers, like I was saying, and if you place down your phone anywhere, like, okay, pretend these two hands are, this area is an air power mat. You place down your phone here, place it 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 here. Basically place it anywhere on the mat and it'll charge. Same with the Apple Watch, which I don't have it on me at the current minute, since I left it in the hotel room. And that's probably it for air power. Right, next piece of information. iPod Touch 7th generation. Oh yeah, baby. Now, it's probably going to have an A11 Bionic, 3GB of random access memory, same 4-inch 1136 by 640 screen, and probably going to still be LCD. It's going to have the same dimensions, except it's going to be 0.9mm thicker, so it can hold a 1500 mAh battery. Now, I'm personally thinking now it's going to cost £249 instead of the current price, but that's because they're adding a better CPU and more storage. Now, some people say you could possibly have a bigger screen, but in my personal opinion, I think it'll just keep the same. Now, these two things that I personally think will happen, but not many people are talking about this. And this is iMac updates and MacBook updates. Now, this could possibly happen at Worldwide Developers Conference, but in my personal opinion, I think it's going to happen in the March 2019 event. You want to know why? Because they haven't been updated for over a year now. I mean, Apple doesn't usually do that with their products. So, I'm thinking the iMacs are going to get slightly thinner bezels, and the screen sizes are going to slightly increase, and so is the pixel density. It's going to go from about 220 pixels per inch on both models to 245 pixels per inch on both models. Now, the 24-inch, which is going to replace the 21.5-inch, is going to have a 5K display. It's going to go up to 245 pixels per inch, and it's going to have an i9 processor inside. Wait, no, not i9, i7 processor inside, with i7 9700K. And so will the bigger model, except it will have a 6.4K screen. Also, it's going to have AMD Vega graphics. And yes, the prices might slightly increase because of the bigger screen, but you know what? I think that's a good Apple. So, and yes, I may be slightly stealing from Brian Tong a tiny bit, but you know what? I didn't care. And the MacBook 12-inch. The MacBook 12-inch is in a severe need of an update. It hasn't been updated for over a year like the iMacs. I personally think that it's going to keep the same display, but it's also going to get a better processor and a price reduction, since the MacBook Air is cheaper than it, and yet it has more features than the MacBook 12-inch. So I think it's going to get a price reduction by about 300 quid or so. In my opinion, that's quite a bit. Imagine it going from 1,200 or 1,300 quid down to 900 quid. And that is absolutely brilliant. So, it's going to have an i5 8250Y, i5 8250Y, 8GB of random access memory, and 256GB of internal storage for 900 quid. Or $950 if you're in America. But that's still a pretty big decrease in my personal opinion. And that's it for this Apple March 2019 event leaks and rumours. I hope you enjoyed that video. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, and this is Technoland saying goodbye.